add a loop. So to add a loop, we're clicking here. I'm going to type in 404 Talbot Hall Road. And you can see here Google Maps. If this said MLS number or RAIN number, and I was trying to write an offer, then I would click on that so that I could connect my loop with the other agent's loop so that we're working not in the same loop, but my version of their loop, and they'd be working in their version of their loop, and then the documents would change back and forth a lot easier without creating that extra third loop. So we're going to click on this, and when I do that, what happens here in this process is it's going to auto select that address. And I'm going to show you here in a second where that all fills in. All right, so we're going to view that loop. And when we go here, we're going to choose open. All right, so up here, we would go in here, we could put in the buyer or the seller, depending upon if we're doing a listing or a buyer's contract. But you can see here that I did not type in this 404 Talbot Hall Road, Norfolk, Virginia, 23505. That was all auto-populated by that Google selection a few minutes ago. So I can come here, click autofill, and there it automatically dropped it in. And you can see now that there's yellow fields where some new information was dropped into the forms. Okay, so let's see here. Got to get through some of these that are just signatures. And getting there. There's another one right there. There's another one right there. All that was auto-filled. I never had to type any of that information in just because I chose that 404 Talbot Hall Road from the Google selection option when I was starting that loop. So I'm going to go back, save changes. And there's that 404 Talbot Hall Road. Does anybody have a listing active right now that I could use? Just unmute yourself. Speak to me because I'm looking at a screen. I don't see you guys.
I just closed my last one.
Anybody have an active listing? Haley, give me an active address, please.
I'm sorry, the printer's a little loud. Can you repeat that?
Can I have an active listing address for one of our listings, please?
Yes, give me one. I've got an active listing for 123 College Place.
Perfect.
Unit.
Thank you. Nope, this is going to work. Just what I need.
Okay.
All right. So 123 College Place. So you can see here that I pulled up 123 College. All I did was College. Now we have a unit 909 listed by Deborah Baisden, a 123 College Street, Urbana, Ohio, listed by David Stearns, 123 College Street, Winchester, Kentucky. There's a 123 College Place 1001 listed by John Neal, and a 123 Redwood Drive, Collegeville, Pennsylvania. If this was not what I was looking for, I could continue to type in and see now that I put in College Place, I have 123 College Place 708 listed by Mike McCartney, a 123 College Place 711 listed by Terry Baker, a 123 College Place 1501 John Neal, and Kim Frost and more John Neal. So you see that as I put in information, it's pulling in these listings, and you'll notice that there's no Google at this point. So if I wanted to do this as a listing, I would make sure I didn't choose any of these, and I would keep typing Norfolk, Virginia, 23510. And at some point, oh, it's not even giving me that. That's strange.
I
There's no
think
Google
it's
trace. Let me
condos.
say it
Yeah,
again.
you don't have the condo unit.
Yeah.
You have to put the
Yeah,
number
but
for
it,
the unit.
yeah, it won't usually it'll do it by Gmail or Google. I'm sorry. It's interesting that it's not giving me. There's so many in there. It thinks I want to list one, sell one of them. There it is. As soon as I put the comment in, it gave it to me. So it should always give you a Google map. So sometimes you do have to play with it just to make sure you get the right. Oh, actually, look at that. I actually had it spelt wrong. As soon as I spelt it wrong, it gave me the Google map suggesting 123 College Place, Norfolk, Virginia. All right, so let me go back because the point I want to show you with this as well is 123 College Place. If I wanted to shoot and work with Mike McCartney on this, I would click on this one right here and then click continue, because what that does is that creates an intersection with our two loops so that when you exchange documents back and forth, it's not creating new loops. The signatures are all kind of on the same document. I'm not having to download and upload and add signatures, signature blocks. So trying to work more efficiently and cohesively with another agent, you always want to choose their listing if they have their listing in here. Now, if you're working with somebody and you're the listing agent, you always want to make sure, and I'll probably have to change this here, change this to listing for sale. You're going to change this listing for sale loop status to an active listing. So that active listing right here is going to be what triggers that search field. So I'm going to switch over here to Tim. And I'm going to type in 404 Talbot Hall. Oops, I'm sorry. I want to create a loop. 404 Talbot Hall. And there's the Google Maps. And oh, it's not listed in rain yet, so it's not feeding over. Sorry. Once it's listed in rain, then it would show up and there'd be the MLS number here, and then I could choose that to coordinate and work with that property. Sorry about that. I forgot they changed that setting. We got rain on board now. Whoops, Norfolk office, get the training. Right. And here we are back where we were. Okay, any questions? Any questions, anyone? Anybody learn anything? Any new tips?
I have a quick question.
Sure.
Back to where you move the tasks up to the top. How did you
Sure.
do that again?
Sure. So on the tasks, when you click on the task at this point, because that was kind of highlighted purple, did you see that?
Yeah.
See, there's a button here that says move to the bottom.
Gotcha.
Now, if I go back down to the bottom, here's my tasks. Here's a button, move to the top.
Got it. Thank you.
And it's just right there.